Okay, this question, pretty easy to spot what the topic is. We've got a normal random variable. We're calculating some probabilities. So this is the question about a normal distribution. We've got three questions for particular probabilities. Always draw a normal distribution. Shade the area you're trying to find. If you're finding a probability, it's a forwards question, so you're going to start by calculating a z value using the formula, something minus something over something, and then use the tables, or conceivably your calculator buttons, to look up the probability for that z value and relate it to your sketch to make sure you've got the right one. In part 3 we've got the probability of equaling an exact value, which is something they've asked a few times now. Hard to help you with that without giving the game away, but it's always the same answer, the probability of equaling a specific value in a normal distribution. In part B, do not be put off, alright? Apart from anything else, part 2 of this, calculating the values for mu and sigma, is simply a matter of solving these simultaneous equations, which you can do either by substitution or by elimination. So solving simultaneous equations will get you 3 of the last 6 marks, even if you don't understand what's going on. Backtracking, what we've been given here is we're still with a normal distribution, but now we don't know the mean or the standard deviation. We're being given 2 probabilities. So this isn't forwards. We're not finding probabilities, we're given them, so this is backwards. In a backwards normal distribution, you start as ever with a picture, with a shaded area corresponding to a particular probability, and you get a z value. This time you get a z value from your tables, the backwards normal distribution tables on page 25 of the booklet. And so you have 2 z values before you actually apply the formula. So, having got the z value you need for this, you must have a picture to be sure whether it's a positive or a negative z-score. Be sure you get that right. And then that z value you substitute into the same standardization formula you've been using before, but that will have mu and sigma in it, and there's a tiny bit of rearrangement you'll need to do to that to lead to one of these equations. And of course the second fact will need to lead to the second equation, and if you really just keep your head about you, you'll discover that this 3 marks isn't hard at all, even though it doesn't look necessarily like a particular familiar kind of question.